everyone to day 29 of Mental Health Month 2022. This year's theme is Resilience, Communities and Connection. And over the month, I have been talking to this theme in this series of Resilience to Recovery. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy Horton. I am a mental health educator and mentor, and I'm the CEO and founder of Phoenix Initiative and of Come By Here. Today, we're exploring the last part of tenacity, time management skills. This one I'm still working on. When it comes to persistence, we ideally want to use our time wisely. After all, if we're to persist to a goal and to achieve it in a timely way, then it means we need to be skilled in how we spend our time. So have you ever wondered how everyone has the same amount of hours in a day, yet some get much more done than others? I wonder this all the time. It's all the time management skills that they have. So we're going to go through 15 ways in which you can manage your time. Right, so for the first point, we have prioritizing. So using our vision domain and the activities that we went through there as a guide, this makes it easier to know what to cut back on and if there's too much to do, which ties into the second point, which is to get the important stuff done first. If you run out of time, then you've already made good progress. The third point, it's about focusing on the task. We can do this through cutting out distractions, putting away your phone, or using techniques like the Pomodoro technique, which is like 25 minutes of focus work and then a 5 to 10 minute break. All right, next up, it's quite simply to do less. So often we're focused on doing more. So it's worthwhile considering this very seriously. Maybe you can put less pressure on yourself and cut out unnecessary expectations to do it all so that you can be realistic about your time. The fifth point is about being more efficient so you can be resourceful to get more done with less. So finding ways to automate things or research how other people do the tasks. There's usually easier and faster ways to do things once you spend a bit of time looking into things. So point 6 is about developing the ability to say no. So it's definitely a skill that requires confidence to turn down tasks that you don't have time to do. So you can check tasks against your own priorities and goals to decide if you accept another task, as this is more of a realistic understanding of what you can and can't do. All right, the next one is about being guided by your goals. So it's about taking stock of everything that you do and what takes time, and then comparing that against your goals to see what's really worth investing time into. This also means setting SMART goals, which make goals both more motivating and realistic to achieve, while taking care not to set overly ambitious goals. So goals that are too big can be demotivating, leading to the procrastination monkey rather than effectively using your time. Next, how about no TV or social media? Social networks and TV soak up lots of time. If you go home and track the amount of time you're on a device or TV, watching shows or browsing the internet, will you see a black hole of time? So you can try to limit or cancel subscriptions and applications to get more time to do other things, or even get rid of these altogether to really free up your mind and your time. Another thing is to monitor yourself and to be realistic with how much you tend to get done. So use this to set realistic expectations on yourself so that your expectations are fair and can plan ahead accordingly. If you find yourself often missing deadlines or not doing things that you said you would, then it's a good time to consider this and just to be realistic with yourself. You might end up being happier as a result. All right, the 10th one, following on from the last one, assessing accurately is another important time-saving skill to learn. It's about understanding how we tend to underestimate how long things will actually take. For example, going to an appointment may take about 20 minutes. but that only takes into account maybe driving there. What you may not include are things like the amount of time it takes to find a car park or to get changed to go, getting out of the house, walking over to the building, checking in to see if there's a lineup, etc. That's why it's important to measure and to build your accuracy over time. Number 11 is also helpful to leave gaps. So this means planning in some guilt-free breaks so that you don't expect yourself to go straight from one thing to another. So this is useful to help to avoid burnout as well, or other times that the procrastination causes you to feel like just not doing the next task yet. So you spend much longer on something else, trying to get motivated for the next thing that's coming up. So a skill to consider that you can and help you avoid procrastinating is by doing a small first step first. What this means is to break down the big tasks into smaller tasks and focus on simply starting the first step to get the momentum going. Then you can quickly find yourself doing the next task. It's all about reducing the perceived size of the task in your mind so that it's easier to just get going and to get things done. All right, number 13, why not delegate and get others to help out with tasks? You don't have to do it all yourself, after all, but be ready to lower your standards. It's having the task done than not done is usually better, but others don't care as much as you do, generally speaking, so don't expect things to be done to your standards. Next is multitasking. It can be helpful in doing more tasks within the same time. You can even find ways you can fill small gaps with other tasks to get more done, such as doing a bit of cleaning as you're waiting for something to cook, or exercising while you're watching a TV show. And the last point, it's about letting things go. Didn't get something done? Well, don't stress about it, because stressing will just take up more time, as it's quite that worrying is very distracting. Plus now you feel bad about it and it might demotivate you more, so you procrastinate more and you don't get stuff done. So just relax and allow yourself some freedom and then get back into things with a clear mind. So of all these that I've just mentioned, what do you see that you do well in these skills? And what do you think you might be able to add to better manage your time? Well, that's it for tenacity. So looking back, we learnt about ways to develop realistic optimism. We covered 5 different techniques to stay motivated. We covered a practical way to learn from mistakes, and we learnt about 15 time management skills. So coming up tomorrow, we're moving into the last domain, which is collaboration. All right, but until then, remember to always be a phoenix. Bye for now. Hi, me again. Don't forget to subscribe to find out when new videos are coming and check out a few that I've prepared for you earlier. Bye.